would just say that we got to keep one thing in mind, because people always sort of want to confuse this when they talk about the issue. Charter schools are public schools. Mm-hmm. So, and the big difference with charters as opposed to some of these schools in the district is that, they do have to find their own facilities. And they also, have to live up to their expectations. They've got, like this brother has a 5-year contract, just 5 years in New York, and you lift your goals and your timetables and your expectations and your measurement tools, what you're going to do for kids, and you have periodic reviews, you have audits, you have site inspectors. So, and then if you don't live up to it, you get shut down. In DC, one of the things I'm most proud of is that we have shut down a lot of these schools. And that's the way it should be. So I do think that the biggest pushback that you're seeing in the hood in most cities is people, we couch education in America in either or terms. So, I was at Ebenezer Church, me and Roland Martin, we had a discussion with the head of the NAACP. We were at Ebenezer's Church in Atlanta, and we had about 1,000 people there. And the NAACP throughout, they wanted to do a moratorium against charter schools. Mm-hmm. And so when Roland and I were asking, why do that? Well, we want accountability. Okay, well, purest accountability, if you don't live up to what you say, you get shut down. So, well, no, we want to make sure all kids get educated. Well, okay, we know 50% ain't already, and they haven't been for some time. And I think if I'm a parent, I'm tired of plan to plan, debate, discuss to discussion. Especially when you got 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, before you know it, your kids in junior high, then you've lost them. And so my view is that we have couched things in terms of either you're for traditional public schools or you're on the other side and you're against public schools. For parents, they don't look at it like that. In DC right now, we've got a robust mix of charter schools, traditional public school parents, and some got scholarships in private schools. And when I go into my old ward I represent and go into public housing, parents, some of them don't even know the difference between charter and traditional public. They just know they got their kid in good school. They heard about the beauty shop at the church or the resident council meeting. Mm-hmm. And it's those of us who are up here, the educated elite, mm-hmm. we up here caught up in the labels, mm-hmm. and we put artificial dividing lines on what education should be. Mm-hmm. And my view is we shouldn't put those dividing lines up there. If we've got high expectations, quality teachers, a great leader in the school, and we also have the willingness to support those entities, and then we let the magic happen. So you're going to see in this debate all kind of political machinations and divisions take place that I think have nothing to do with the individual needs of parents and children on a day-by-day basis. I think that most leaders out here, and I can say that because I'm a recovering politician, so I can say it I have no hesitation. We are so out of touch with everyday people's needs. That's how this president got in here. He at least said something, some people said, well, that's different from what I heard. We're so out of touch. We stand up here, we articulate the policy, and we know what's best for y'all. And we don't have any idea what's best for working class people. Especially when it comes to schooling. And for us to be able to talk about with a straight face, we're going to lift up this school where we know over half the kids are going to fail and do nothing about it. When I was debating in New York, and they were talking about, with Randy Weingarten, and she said, well, what they need to do is trust the system to fix it. I said, you know what? I grew up in the 60s and 70s. That trust us. When they start talking about trust us, I automatically report it. I ain't trusting you with my baby.
I know that's right.
So I do think that part of what you're alluding to is sort of the fallout from the either or. We got the limousine liberals, the conservative crazies, and everybody trying to benefit off of what's best for these kids as opposed to doing what's best for these kids. And I just don't have the patience for it. And you know what? I don't get into fighting people who are in the system or whatever. I think that we all need to look in the mirror and divorce ourselves from ourselves. See, we need to figure out how in the heck is what I'm doing helping Miss Jones and her 7th grader right now, today, who she knows is going to go to a bad school next year. What can I do to change that right now? Not a 3 to 5 year plan. Every superintendent, y'all probably, I don't know when y'all had a new superintendent, but I guarantee you, I give you tons of them. They all have a 3 to 5 year plan. Everybody got a 3 to 5 year plan, and turn it around 3 to 5 years, and then they don't turn it around, they go somewhere else 3 to 5 years, and we're going to turn it around. And then we've dumbed down, we've lowered expectations, not just for the kids, but for the school district leaders. We'll say, all right, you know what? It was 50% failing. It's only 48% failing now. Oh no, it's 52%. I get confused. Because we've split hairs on the numbers so that we celebrate mediocrity. I don't hear nobody talking about 100%. Give me 100% in 3 years. And there are charter schools out there that are doing that. 100%. Urban prep in Chicago, 100%. Black boys going to college every year, 100%. There are schools doing that. And so why would we say we don't even want to try something new?
Thank you, Jesus.
I'm sorry, I get a little caught up. So
Yeah.